Greetings and welcome back to this collaborative Let's Play series of Distant Worlds Universe. If you just wandered into this episode and you're wondering what the heck's going on, you can check out the top episode in this playlist. It's our introductory episode, and we go over the game setups and what we're attempting to do here. There's also a link in the description to that episode. Basically what we're doing is we're playing a succession game where we hand off the save file to different players, and we're playing the game in 3-year cycles. And I play the first year, and we're talking about game years here. Daz plays the second year, and then we have a guest YouTuber come along and play the third year, and the guest YouTubers have varying levels of experience with the game, so that's created some pretty interesting results. And so far we've had Tokshen, Antiscamp, Myratax, Marcus Aurelius, Harry78, who's the author of the extended mod, Space Game Junkie, TheHistoricalGamer, and then we had Antiscamp return to stir stuff up for us. And then most recently Marcus Aurelius had another year at the reins. So this brings us actually, a war started out at the end of the last episode with the humans. We picked on them quite a bit. We destroyed a lot of their stations in this area, and then they finally decided, well, time to retaliate. So that's what they're in the middle of doing right now. Just where to start here is the actual question. Let's just put our influence bubbles here for a sec. Das in his year started an invasion of the Tyrosian homeworld, and then that finished up actually in Marcus's year last year, and we did take it, and we got a mess of troops sitting here. How many do we have? 2,236. It's quite a few troops here. We managed to keep all their orbital stations, so we got some instant protection for the place too. One other interesting thing is up here, I believe it's in here, there's a planet we want, and because it has this energy research bonus of 50%. So I think that's going to be one of our main plans for this episode, is getting that. I don't think there's a whole lot on it. I haven't looked myself, but I think I noticed when Daz was looking at it. Oh, yeah, so we can see what's on it. Yeah, there's nothing on here. So that's going to be a pretty easy take. So what I might do is bring one of our transport fleets over. We'll pick up a bunch of those troops. We'll come up and quickly grab that. Then we'll maybe see about grabbing this, and we'll maybe leave them with this one or something. So we'll push them back that way. I'll at least get that started in my year, and we'll see how that goes. Over here we got the humans, and yeah, they're pretty powerful. I'm not sure how powerful though. What are we at? We have a military strength of almost 19,000. And the Wraithful group has 18,000, so we're actually a little more powerful than them in space now. So that's going to be kind of interesting. They did do an attack down here. This is where my fleet's situated. They did come in and try an attack here. They didn't actually quite do it, I don't think. I don't think they did a whole lot in here. They came in and they tried and they took off. My fleet kind of scared them away, I guess. And I think they came over here. I think that's them, or is that them? I think that's them heading out here. They're heading over to this place. And we got lots of troops on the ground there, so I'm not too concerned about that. I don't think those are troop carriers anyway, so not a huge concern. We got a 15 fleet coming in here. Now they have troop transports here. They got 3 of them. So let's just maybe see what we got in the ground here. Quite a few. I don't see there being a problem here. How much strength is it? 379. Yeah, for what they're bringing, I don't think we have a huge problem there. So we'll let that go. But I think what I'm going to do, just to sort of cover all the bases, I'm just going to come across all these buttons at the top, and then we'll come out here and start looking at stuff. Yeah, this episode might not see a whole lot of action, just to give you a little bit of a heads up, because we do have a lot of stuff to look at here. So I guess we'll get started in the colony screen. And right off the bat, I see some pirate bases we're going to have to get rid of. There's a couple of them here. What's this one? It's 58%, so maybe we'll just come in and give an attack order to that right now before it's done. And this one, I believe, is complete. And there's a certain problem here. We have absolutely 0 troops on this planet. And I'm not sure how that happened. I'm just wondering if it didn't get continuously raided and then eventually all the troops got killed. It's either that or we have an automated troop transport out there that's picking these things up. Just maybe go verify that first. Oops, where am I here? Troop transports. Make sure none of these are automated. Nope. It'd be kind of hard to tell if any of them have troops without scrolling through all of them. So we got a couple damage there. There's probably a troop general or something on there. Yeah, I'm not... Okay, well, I guess we just lost them, maybe. I'm not sure what exactly happened there, but yeah, we got to get some troops at it. I think when I was wandering through, I saw another planet somewhere without troops. So that's kind of a problem. I think there's one near the bottom somewhere. Maybe not. I thought I saw two. Oh, that was kind of short. I could have swore I saw two places without troops. There's the other one. Okay. So I think while I'm in here, Ensign troops aren't very good, but at least it's something on the ground. So I'm just going to maybe throw about half a dozen of those, or 5 is fine. And I'm just going to garrison these so we don't pick them up at any point. And I should maybe go through and make sure we got garrison troops on all these planets. And we'll just maybe do the same thing here. These will be Keskadons and Slavers. So we'll do this quickly. And I think that was the only one that, the only two that didn't have any troops at all. I could grab some shuttles and shunt some troops around, but I think this is probably just a bit quicker to get done. Just to make sure we have something on the ground at these places. Ooh, I didn't notice that one. Coop. Okay, I know we had troops on Coop. Okay. Ooh. I don't even know what their troops are like. But you know what? It's quick troops right now, so let's just do it. And we got 1.6 billion people here, so they won't draw too much from population. So let's just get these built and in here. Not that this is going to happen if the humans or Tyrosians decide to land a bunch of troops, but at least gets us something on the ground. I feel a little better with that. Okay, so that's at least a little something on the ground for everybody there. Taxes, I think we've got automated, but I noticed this is the Tyrosian homeworld we just took. It's got a lot of value here, a lot of revenue. Well, not a lot of revenue, but some revenue, anyways. Plus 25, so not bad. We can probably maybe tax this a bit. I do have taxes on automatic, so I'm not sure why maybe Marcus didn't. I'm not sure why it's not kicking in with an actual tax rate there, but and we're enslaving them, so it's not growing anyways. And we're going to leave them enslaved. I'm not going to take that off. But I think well, maybe I'll just try putting it like 20% or something, just to see if that sticks or not. Yeah, I know. Okay, so we'll do that, and I think the rest of them are sort of being taxed. Yeah, some of these are pretty dead as far as revenue goes, so don't worry too much about those. Now, facilities. There's one thing I do want to check right now while it's on my head. Let's come into troops. We're wondering, let's sort by location. Oh, we do have a troop transport somewhere. What troops on? I didn't notice that in the list anywhere. Slaver transport. Oh, I see. There's some ships. Probably some captured ships or something with some troop space that's picked up some troops. That's probably what's happening with our empty planets. Okay, anyways, that's not what I came here to look at. I came in to look at, where are we here? We're building our Kesk, there we go. Our armored forces at Kesk. And they have 47,400 for attack and 23,700 for defense. Now, if we go to Torak, because Daz queued up a couple of armored troops there just to see what they'd be like. So let's go to Torak and have a look at these. Oh, yeah. 82,500. 82,500. Wow. Compared to 47,400. Okay, that is definitely worth having up there. What we were wondering was if this facility, the armored factory facility, was actually going to do anything good for the troops. And I think we just answered that. Yeah, the Fortress of Torak, and we have the armored factory there. Wow, that's 82. Wow. I'm just trying to think if I've ever seen a number like that on troops. I probably have, but just wow. Anyways. Okay, so I still don't have any troops here. I'm going to have to, or I do have, I just built, but I'm going to have to get some more in there to actually take care of this, I think. So that's not too bad of a stretch, just to maybe shunt some over there. What do we have on Homeworld, just out of curiosity? We have armored forces, of course. And we got some infantry that's garrisoned here. Maybe what I'll do, just for some quick infantry, is I'll just queue up a bunch more here. I know they're not our best ones, but at least I can shunt them around quickly if I build them here. I'll have to get another troop transport fleet to come up and do another run at Torak here to pick up some troops. Now, I'm just wondering if I shouldn't. We got some stuff queued up here right now anyways. Maybe I'll just throw a few more of these in there. And maybe add some more infantry. We just keep this rolling with troops. We'll just keep building them here. Okay. As far as other facilities, I don't think we have a whole lot to do here. Robotic troops, I didn't know we had those. But our Keskadan troops are so cheap anyways, I don't even think we're going to even worry about those. I should maybe stick a planetary shield on Homeworld. Although home system is pretty much protected. We do have a planetary shield at Torak, which is a concern of ours. I'm pretty sure that got built. Yep. Because we got the Boskarans up here right beside us, and they have no problem bombarding us into dust. So if we have a planetary shield, they cannot bombard us. It just makes no difference how they can sit there all day bombarding us, and it doesn't do anything. Okay. Let's see, what else should we look at in this screen? Happiness levels. Well, again, that's the computer taking care of the taxes, so I'm not going to worry about the happiness too much. Now we're in the realm of satisfied with most places, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. As long as we're not unhappy anywhere. Oh, we do have one unhappy here. It's at 0. Okay, not a problem. Yeah. Okay, so we're looking pretty good there. So I think we won't bother doing a whole lot here. Although, maybe we should look at some facilities for this place. Maybe we'll put a planetary shield on that. Because that is pretty much our second capital now. Okay, so we'll get that there. What else do we have here? Fortified bunker might be a good idea to start sticking places. But I'm also looking at our cash flow, which isn't overly healthy. We got lots of bonus income helping us, but... so loading up on facilities might not be the best thing, but I think we will actually get fortified bunkers in some key areas like here and Homeworld. Maybe we'll do the planetary shield there as well. Okay, and I might put, do we have a bunker on Torak? No, we don't. Let's throw one on there as well. Because we're always going to have a bunch of troops sitting here, so we might as well have a bunker to help their defense strength. Okay. I think that's about all we'll look at in here for now. Like I said, I don't want to go too crazy with these facilities. But yeah, it looks all right. Okay, so we might come back in here in a sec. Now, let's just have a look at some resources. Okay, we'll sort by type. Get the strategics up top. Silicon is my biggest concern here. Silicon. Okay. Okay, we have 3 sources of it. Unfortunately, I get the feeling they're all over here, where the humans are going to be attacking. Well, there's one way to find out where they are. Silicon. Okay. Okay, there's this. Yeah, that one's right over here. I think there's a human fleet actually heading that direction. So it's possible we'll lose that. That one's a little further north, so we might be okay with that one. And this one, I think, is the one I took and started all this bit of aggression here. So yeah, it's quite possible we're going to lose all 3 sources of that silicon. So I'm almost wondering, what is our stockpile on it? Now, we're not bad. We got 113,000 units in stock. But that's kind of a critical thing to have. So if we lose our source, and it might bring our construction to a halt. might do. You've already got... Okay, let's just see what our pirate missions are. Smuggle carbon fiber. How are we on carbon fiber? Looks like we were concentrating on that at one point. Carbon fiber. Got 5 sources, 130,000 in stock. It is an important thing to have, and that's actually... Well, maybe I'll leave those. Kappa 1 carbon fiber. Caribbean spice smuggling. 5 empires considering. I don't know why we have that. I think that was probably just a suggestion and it was just agreed to. 1 pirate faction accepted. Okay, well, we'll take all the Caribbean spice we can get our hands on. That's just a general resource smuggling. Another Caribbean spice. Wow, we got a lot of those, eh? 0 delivered. Okay, well, I think I'll just leave that. But I think what I'll do is I'll just pick maybe Bisbin here. We'll just do a quick mission for some silicon. I don't know how effective this is going to be. I think we pretty much... I don't know what the pirate levels are like in this game. I can't even remember how we set these up. 2 ships. Yeah, I think they're all pretty weak. They do have some smuggling freighters, though. Not many. Oh, they got 51. So some smuggling might happen. I was just thinking maybe the pirates are beaten back so much that they wouldn't really be helping us in that regard, but shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so we should have that. I'm pretty sure I clicked on everything properly here. Yep. Okay. Good enough. So let's come back into resources and just have another look at our stockpiles. Yeah, silicon 113, so that's one of our lower ones. Gold. Okay, I'm not seeing much under 100,000 units in the strategics anyways. Okay, I think we're alright. We're probably going to be losing a lot of these sources during the war, though. But just looking at our stockpiles, I think we're okay. Alright. Okay, carrying on. We haven't actually... don't think anybody's actually looked in this screen for a while. And we are rocking up here. Have the most experienced general in the galaxy. We're halfway there. Have the fewest treaties? No problem. Subjugate the most empires in the galaxy. Well, we were subjugating the Tyrosians, and we will again. I'm pretty sure they'll accept it any time. We could probably do that any time, but we'll take a bit more stuff off them first. Mortallins. Yeah. Okay. Just look on the screen for a sec. I don't think there's anything overly spectacular here. What's that? Don't tell me the odds. Defeat the legendary pirates. I think that happened in Marcus's, or it finished up in Marcus's episode. Daz actually started that and got rid of that base. We got some bonuses for it. Okay, so not much to look at in there, I guess. Oop, not done yet. Okay, population. Perfect. We're top dog. And we're at the top of the territory. 23 colonies. Strategic value. Military. Wow. Yeah, we're just a little bit more powerful than the Wraithel group right now. Where are the Tyrosians? Way down here. Yeah, I don't think we have much to worry about from them. They'll probably do some hit and runs and whatever. Okay, and whereabouts are we in here? 4th. And that's the only one we have in here. Okay, so anyways, let's scoot along to characters. We'll sort by role. And Marcus was in here looking for intelligence agent, and I noticed while he was looking that we do have another one. I'm not sure when he came along. I thought we were just down to this guy with the counter-espionage, but this one must have come along at some point. He's not overly great. Counter-espionage again, but assassination. And he is out to sabotage Elusive Sun. Construction at Elusive Sun. That sounds like a construction ship. I have no idea who that belongs to. I'm assuming maybe the Tyrosians. Oh yeah, there it is, Tyrosians. Oh, 96%. Good. Okay. Wow, even with a -3. Cool. Alright, so that's the intelligence. So I guess we'll just let him finish that. That'll act. When's that finishing? Yes, 03. So I'll be able to reassign him shortly anyway. So we'll just let him finish. Ambassadors at the Zeus Conformity. That's the Boss Garns up at the top. Wow. Some nice green going on in those numbers. Good. Commanding the fourth slaver fleet. Yeah, that's kind of a waste, isn't it? Boarding assault strength. Weapons damage increase. Not just sure where to put, but I know this fourth slaver fleet isn't the best spot for him. And we got actually another one waiting here. First tactical. I think those tactical fleets are pretty much beaten down at this point. I should maybe hop them up too. Well, maybe what I'll do is I'll come out and look at the fleets, and then I'll maybe assign these guys at that point. Okay, let's have a look at our leader. Lots of green here too. Excellent. We got a scientist at the Kesk spaceport. One ship captain. You know what? At this point, I'm just wondering just how useful these things are, these ship captains. And if you get a guy on there with minus 10% hyper jump speed, he slows down the one ship he's on. And I have come across spots where that's a problem. And he's in the Destructor fleet, so I really don't want to do much with him anyways. Maybe Dazzle, reassign him or something. And we got a ton of troop generals. Have to look at maybe putting them on a couple of those transports or something if we're going to do any invading. I'm not sure just how this war is going to go at this point. Okay, so that's the characters. Let's just pop into diplomacy just for a sec here. And see how our trade's going. Ooh, the Mortallans are angry. Why are you so angry? Oh, they're coveting our stuff. Yeah, they're sort of in here with us. We have a spot here that has Caribbean spice, and they're right beside it. So I think they had plans of getting that, and then we just sort of swooped in and grabbed it. So that's causing some tensions between us, minus 25. But overall, they like us. I get the feeling it's just that one colony that with the Caribbean spice that's kind of messing with us there. So we might have some issues with the Mortallans at some point. But I'm guessing that might be down the road just a little bit. Okay, and we're at war with the Wraithfuls. We're at war with the Tyrosians. And Jintis, they're pretty pleased. Yeah, they're coveting us too. Yeah, they got some stuff around our area here. Okay, who else we got trade with here? The Deglin. They're way up here. There's not much left of them. The Boss Gardens and the Deglin have been going back and forth, and we've been sort of just sitting in the middle watching. Okay, so they're envious for strength and power, and we're enslaving some of the race, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. And is anybody else even remotely friendly with us? Nope. Nope, we're pretty much the black sheep of the galaxy. Okay, what's up next here? Just maybe have a pop in here for a sec. And we are Way of Darkness, and we're mild war awareness. We're really got war awareness. I think we got another 40% on top of that too with our leader and our race traits. We've got 247 ships. Yeah, slight deficit, but I'm not going to stress about that too much. Our foreign trade is just carrying us right through this, so hopefully we don't lose any of that. Okay, science. I know Daz did some adjustments in here. I don't think Marcus touched this at all. And we'll just have a quick look at what we're doing here. We've got dedicated carriers queued up. I'm just not sure what we're doing right now. Oh, battlefield sabotage. So we can get special operations. It makes our landing a bit more effective on homeworlds and stuff. Yeah, I don't have much problem with that, and that'll carry me through my year, so I'm not going to change that at all. Large-scale construction, that's probably a pretty good idea. Yes, I don't think our ships have any damage control yet. I think that came along after we were retrofitting, so we'll have to maybe look at putting some of that on our ships. And yeah, I'm going to have to go through our ship designs a bit here too, because we are a little bit behind. Okay, so we'll go to high tech, and we're getting fleet targeting. Oh man, I wish I had that right now. Yeah, that would be very handy on some of our ships, but yeah, I'm not going to wait for that. We'll get some stuff redesigned here. Yeah, I think that's all that's queued up in here. Fleet targeting, maybe we'll just pick something else in case I look away and miss that we finish up. What's at the bottom here? More research? Yeah, I don't know about that. What would be helpful to our war effort? Coordinated docking. Advanced troop transport. We'd have to retrofit for that. I'm just trying to look for text that I don't have to retrofit for. I guess we can enhance our scanners. Yeah, let's just queue that up. We'd be able to see a little further with our long-range scanners. Okay, good enough. And this screen is pretty much just the dog's breakfast. Again, because we have automation going on, I'm not gonna worry too much about this. Basically, what's going on here is we're trying to influence what gets more research and what doesn't. In the end, all these three numbers all get added up to 100%. To this potential number. So if you go through all the math, I don't have the formulas right in my head or anything. I do have them written down somewhere, but basically this bottom line would say you'd have say 40%, 40%, and 30% or something like that, and you would just calculate that out as 40, 40, 30 off of that. I'm probably not explaining that very well, but like I said, I don't have the formulas in my head, so I'm not going to really explain it too much if I don't really know exactly what I'm looking at. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to leave that as is. Yeah, we're fair ways into the game, and we do have a fair bit of tech going. So I guess our research is actually going pretty good. We're missing some lower end stuff we're sort of skipping over, but that's fine. We should almost get into better shielding too at some point. Okay, so that's enough for science, I think. Designs. Actually, before I go into here, let's just come into our ships and bases. Marcus did agree to a bunch of ships being built last episode, so I just want to maybe throw those into our reserve fleet. They should be at the bottom here. I think this should be... Oh, there's 2 resupply ships there too. And there was also... some bombarding ships that were built. I did look for them earlier when I first booted up this morning. I think this is them. Yeah, Dominatrix. These are actually bombarding ships. There's actually no real space weapons on these. So I think I'm just going to cancel these. I'm just going to scrap those, and we won't build those. I think I've already got a fleet out there full of bombardment. So let's scrap those 3. Yes. Okay, so let's come back down, and I'm just going to throw all these into a fleet. Maybe not the resupply ships, but I'm just going to throw these all into a... I don't know, I might start a second reserve fleet, actually. Because I want to do something with the reserve fleet we have. So just to keep things from getting confused with incomplete ships and everything, I might just maybe do new fleet. And we'll just quickly rename that to... second reserve. We'll just call this one the first so that we keep that straight. Okay, so we'll do that. Yeah, there's quite a few ships in here, and we can definitely use them right now. So what I'm probably going to do with this reserve fleet is I'll probably break it down into a few smaller fleets, maybe restock our tactical strike forces, and we'll go cause some damage to the east of us here in the Tyrosians. I'm sure they still got lots of refueling stations and everything. I definitely want to get rid of those or capture those, because if the humans can use those, they'll come over, refuel, and then clobber us. So we definitely want to get rid of any fuel points or claim them for ourselves. So that's kind of half of my plan for this year. And let's see what we got going on here. Okay, so we just did that. So we just come into our fleets, and we got the first reserve right there. Okay. But what I might do is I'll do some redesigns, but I'm probably not going to bother retrofitting our existing stuff. I just don't think we have time to pull them all into spaceports and start retrofitting. So we'll just replenish our fleets as they get clobbered down a bit, and we'll get rid of the older ships that way, I guess. So I'm just looking, and we're at 30 minutes already, and I haven't touched the thing. I haven't even gone into the designs yet. So what I might do, this might actually be a 3-episode year if I don't get going too quickly in the next one. So I might just end this one here, and then we'll come back, we'll do some designs, and then we'll start looking at our fleets and seeing what we're going to do there. So if you're still with us at this point, thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.